Hey guys, we're going to talk today about how we're going to set up your bell kit. So this is your bell kit that came with the xylophone, the bells, and the drum pad. So it comes in this nice big heavy bag. Hopefully you got one with the wheels so you can transport them a bit easier. So we're gonna see what's inside of here. Let's just make sure you got everything that you need. You're looking for 2 pieces of your bell kit stand. Okay, so you need these 2 pieces. They connect, and we'll do that in just a second. Just making sure we have everything. You obviously want to make sure you have the bells. Okay, so this is the actual bells or the xylophone. This over here. And then you want to make sure you got the drum pad. Okay, so here's the drum pad, and there's a screw there. That's where it screws into the drum pad stand. And you want to make sure you have 2 sets of sticks. Okay, you want to make sure you have the bell mallets, okay, the xylophone sticks, okay, with the little balls on top, and then just regular drum sticks, okay, snare sticks for your drum pad. So make sure we got 2 sets of sticks. Okay, and some of your instruments may also come with one of these things. Okay, this is for your music. You can just set it on top of your inside. There's like a little thing I'll show you in a little bit. You can just stick it in there. These are kind of flimsy. I personally would rather just use a music stand and put it out in front of you. I feel like it will carry more weight than these wire add-on music stands. Okay, so let's put this away for a second. And let's see if we can set up our drum pad stand, okay, or bell kit stand. They do the same thing. Okay, they hold both things, but not together at the same time. So we're going to assemble the bottom piece first. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. These legs need to spread out, okay, and you're going to just slide it forward. And if it's tight, it's probably because this screw right here has, yep, there it goes, okay, it was tightened. So I'm gonna just loosen it, just 1 notch. Don't loosen this until it falls out. It's not necessary. All right, so it's gonna come all the way. And it doesn't need to be all the way down like here, because obviously this is not a very strong base. So we wanna make sure it comes up to about here, nice wide stand. And then you're going to just tighten it enough that it's not gonna go anywhere. Okay, and I'm gonna set this on the floor here. And now I have the top piece. The top piece, the middle bar goes into the hole here. And if it doesn't go in at first, it feels like it's kind of tight, doesn't really fit, well, that's because the screw here was also tightened. So you're gonna loosen the nut here. Again, just a little bit. Don't loosen it so much that the screws fall out, okay? Because a lot of kids lose these things. They fall out and then they can't find them, and then it won't tighten anymore. Okay, so found it, goes in. Again, we're gonna tighten the screw just 1 notch. Doesn't need to be super tight. And now, in order to fan out these, there we go, okay? This holder here, okay, this is what holds the bells in its spot, right here. Okay, so I'm gonna find a good spot where it's straight. Obviously this is not gonna work. That's not gonna work right about here. So just kind of making sure it's straight. And then you're gonna again tighten here so it doesn't go anywhere. All right, so you notice that one side has a wider window here and kind of a narrow one here. So you want to look at your bells and find the same thing. Okay, you'll notice that it's wider at the bottom here, okay, and it narrows out, okay, as it gets to the higher sounding keys. Okay, so back up here, and you're going to set, you're just gonna set it. I don't think it actually goes in a hole. Some of the kits are made differently. It's meant to go inside the hole, and others you can just place it on the plate, the little brackets, and it just sits right there. So as long as it doesn't wobble, voila. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the height of where your bells should be. Okay, they should really be at about the height of your hips. So this is a little low for me, so I'm gonna adjust my stand again, and it's always easier to adjust your stand without this heavy thing on there. So I'm gonna move it, and I'm going to adjust the bottom nut here to make this come out more, to make it taller. So just a little taller, tighten it. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Voila, okay, it's almost perfect. Maybe it's a little high, but okay. Here are your bell mallets, okay? And let's talk a little bit about how you should be holding your sticks, okay, your mallets. Okay, you want to use, you don't want what I call the death grip, okay? We don't want to hold it like this, okay? We want to use the, basically it's 3 points. It's your thumb, your first finger, and your middle, okay? So thumb 1, 2, okay? These two fingers, they don't really do much other than just kind of lightly grab on, or it's just a placeholder, okay? It's just there. But primarily, the fingers that are moving, okay, and bringing the stick up and down, okay, is your first, your thumb, your first finger, and your second finger, okay? And we always want to have our palms facing down, so not like this, not like this, okay, palms facing down, and our shoulders should always be relaxed. So if you're playing like this, that means your bells are too high and you need to lower, okay, the stand, okay? Shoulders are relaxed, you should come up and you should be able to hit. Okay, when we're striking the bell keys, you want to strike right smack center, right in the middle to get the best sound, and you want a bounce-like feeling. So if I were to play my B flat, it should be, okay, like a little bounce. Okay, and notice again, my palms are facing down. Okay, what we don't want is this sound where it doesn't ring and the sound just sort of dies. Okay, so you're kind of pushing the sound back into the bells, which we don't want. Okay, we want to bounce so we get the nice ring afterwards. Okay, so that's just how the first little steps of playing the actual bell set. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put these away. Take the bell kit off. Okay, when I want to play with my drum pad, here's my drum pad. I can leave the brackets up like this, or I can bring them down. It really doesn't matter. Okay, but if I like just the look of this, I can bring the brackets down. The screw does go into the thread here, the thread here, screw. You're going to carefully twist it, keep twisting it until it stops, okay? And it's just like that. And we're gonna hold our drumsticks just the same exact way we held our bell mallets. Okay, the thumb, the 1 and the 2, palms down. Okay, and you're kind of making like this pie shape, so we don't hit our drum pad like this because, well, I can't really quite hit the center and it's not even. If I do this, I make sure the tip of the stick is always striking dead center of the drum pad. Okay, and that's kind of what we want. Okay, and it's the same thing as the bell kit or the xylophone. We strike but we bounce. It's a bounce feeling. Okay, it's not a. Okay, that kind of kills the sound and there's really no give there, and we'll have a hard time doing rolls and stuff like that later if it's too hard. Okay, so bounce feeling. Notice how the stick is just coming right off. Okay, there's a lot of freedom here. It's not. Okay, and I'm not doing. Okay, so keep your shoulders loose, relaxed. Okay, everything is in the wrist. Okay, notice how my arm, my shoulders, my elbows, nothing moves. Okay, it's just this movement right here. Okay, so that is just the intro to the bell set, the bell kit that you should have for my classes. Go home and practice getting it all set up and try to get it set up in under 5 minutes. Go practice.